Yeah, we almost had this with what Narcarcos, right? So we had a false Hydra with Narcarcos because you thought they were heads, but they were just skulls on the end of its tentacles.
Yeah,
that it's playing puppetry with.
Yeah, that thing was so annoying. I learned it just so I could get it done. I didn't really care for Narcarcos much at all.
So Generations Ultimate, I liked it in Generations okay, but I was kind of like that where I just sort of defeated it and moved on. Yeah. But Generations Ultimate, when you could go back and it was such an easy monster after the fact, it kind of made it more fun. That was one of the things where if that's a difficult fight, I don't want to be there because there were so many negative mechanics. You know what I mean? Like there were so many mechanics that you'd had to worry about. Yep. So if it's a stressful fight, it doesn't feel as fun, which doesn't mean that a stressful fight or a difficult fight can't be fun. It was just there was a lot of it. And that glue was a big problem because if you got hit, you can't roll. Like if you do, you're snowballed essentially. You're bone balled. And when you go back later on and it's not much of an issue, it's a much more fun fight. And that's probably why we haven't seen Narcarcos return because, like you said, they're data collection or even Outcry. There's not a lot of love for that monster, and we haven't seen it return since.
I like the monsters. I like the quests where you have to learn things, and so that aspect of it was good. It's just that I couldn't do it by myself, and there was only one other person that I could trust to learn it and know it and get it done. And so when you go online and you've got people that you don't know who are just trying to get through it, they're looking for you to carry them through it. And so that's usually how I get frustrated with quests, when everybody else is expecting me to just do it, right? And they're just going to be along for the ride. And so, I think that's what frustrated me the most. It's like, come on, guys, just learn it. I will tell you exactly what you need to do as long as you listen, pay attention, and then do it. And then it's just, you get bogged down with this. Well, I just want to get my urgents done. I'll just kind of try not to die. I mean, that's part of the culture, right? I understand that. Yes. But for this particular monster, that's what frustrated me the most. Like, because this is not one where you can just kind of tag along. You need to learn something on this one.
I have a friend of mine who he does play the games, but he only started in World, and he played Rise with me. He's the one I played Rise with on the PC with. But he very much has that mentality of like, I go by Fortuan, but my real name's Chamiel. So he's like, Cham, you gotta help me out with this. Like, it's like, okay, I get it, but I'm not leading you through the nose to this quest, man. Like, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna help you, and but like, you gotta learn how to dodge this or do this. He just wants me to carry him sometimes. It's like, how is this fun to you? Like, he got me back into playing WoW with him recently. He's like, let's power level. And I'm like, I don't want to power level. I want you to experience the game and actually do things. Please, let me do things. He does it with Diablo, too. Oh, let's just grind all the way to this. We don't even worry about that. It's like, I am actually listening to the story. Give me time, please.
I'm the guy that's watching the cutscene.
Yes, I am. I am actually reading all of the dialogue on all the side quests and all the little things because I am interested. I understand that you aren't, however, so we're not going to play together till I'm done.
I can see the attraction. I remember when I was playing Try. I guess all my best stories are from Try. Most of them. You have to play through low rank by yourself. You can't do multiplayer until you've defeated Cedius and earned it. Right, you have to earn multiplayer. So there was a level of competence that was enforced for you to get into multiplayer. But once people got into multiplayer, A lot of them just, went along for the ride, and that's fine. I understand that.
Sort of
the game is designed to work that way. That's fine. And I can understand the attraction of it because as soon as I got to high rank multiplayer, people wanted to show off for me. They wanted to show me the biggest, scariest monsters, and they wanted to show me how awesome they were at fighting these monsters.
Yes.
And they just loved doing it. And one guy insisted on showing me this amazing creature called Devil Joe. And so he's like, just come on. He'll one shot you. So just kind of stay back, stay away, and just watch him. Just look at him. And he would go in there and just fight him with a lance and get thrashed. But he was in it, and I was just trying to stay just far enough away so he wouldn't lock onto me. And it was the most amazing thing to watch. And so I can understand, all right, just kind of go in there, take a few pot shots, and come out the other end with some rewards and just be like, I kind of helped. I can understand it. It wasn't for me.
Yeah.
And I quit out because I didn't want to get carried, but I knew once I saw that Devil Joe, there's no going back. This is my monster. I need to be able to be that guy who can take people in and get the job done.
Yeah, I very much have the mentality of like, oh, that thing bested me, I'm going to own it.
Yep.
I very much I have the I don't know, with the boxer mentality. Oh, you knocked me down. Here the fight starts now.
Yeah.
And that became. There's a couple examples I have this in gaming in general. Because, I don't think that I'm great at video games. However, I've been playing since I've been 2. So, I put a lot of hard work into where I'm at, with certain games. And Monster Hunter's one of them. Holy cow, that guy. I hate him. I know you heard that because I saw that on the mic. Guy with a freaking... doesn't have a muffler. He has an amplifier. And I hate him. He drives around. It's, almost 11 o'clock at night here? Jesus. Anyways, so in Monster Hunter, why I fell in love with the game is my friend buddies on PS2. Like I said, they convinced me to buy it. I told you about that last week. Well, we get into a quest and they pull me into a quest with a Kutku. Right? I literally have the base gear, the base sword and shield, leather armor, sword and shield. I cannot touch a Kutku in Monster Hunter 1. Yeah. That was too difficult of content for me. So I walk into this room, I load in, where I remember it very clearly. We're in the jungle. It's in area 2. I'm at the top end of the jungle. And he's like, no, don't come in yet. But you can't, you don't have voice chat, right?
Yeah.
So I just get this little blip, and then I'm load screen. I didn't get not enough time to read it, and then I'm on load screen. I come in, and it says, don't come in yet. And I kind of just look at the text and look up. And there's Kutku at the end of its charge where it's falling and sliding. Bashes me, rolls me back into the loading zone where I load into the other area. And my character's standing there with 2 or 3 health. Nice. And I'm just this game is amazing. Yeah. So I run right back in and I sort of I try to hit where I can. Of course, I healed up. Try to hit where I can, and we eventually, after one feint from me and one feint from another friend, the 3 of us took it down with no gear, and then that was sort of why I fell in love with the game.